Hey guys, Morgan from Teachable here. If you guys have been following along for the past few weeks, you know that I've been walking you through, the creation of my online course. And I've been following Teachable's signature 7-step course creation process and just showing you guys what that looks like when somebody's actually going through it. So it's been a lot of fun and I'm a little heartbroken. This is the last week. This is step 7 and that's actually launching the course. In full disclosure, my course isn't ready to launch. Life got in the way. I've still got a few tweaks to make, but I am going to share how I'm going to go about launching, the steps I'm going to take, steps you can take, all of that, and then in a few weeks when I do launch, I will be following up with you all again. So this isn't the end, this isn't completely the end of the series, it's just the end of the 7 steps. But with that said, let's just kind of get into how to launch an online course. Here at Teachable, we are, very excited about the idea of launching to an email list. You all know from a few weeks ago, I recommend growing your email list before launching your online course. So we can talk a little bit about how to launch to an email list. There are two kind of main phases when it comes to launching to your email list. You've got education and you've got selling, and they're two very different things. During the education phase, you're just kind of warming your list up to the idea of your online course and to you, because maybe they signed up for your email list forever ago and they don't really know who you are. You want to become their friend. You want them to like you, you want them to trust you, and that's what this education phase is all about. Here, it's zero selling. You're just providing value. You're going to tell them, about your topic, about why it's important, who you are, and you're going to give them free things. Maybe free lists, free little guides that you might take an hour to make. This is how you're going to get people to trust you and want to buy from you. And that can last, anywhere from a week to a few weeks, however long you feel you need. But the education phase is very important, and I don't recommend skipping it. Okay, and after you get everyone excited about your course idea, it's time to sell to them, which is, of course, a lot of fun. During this selling phase, we recommend you follow our signature Crazy 8 launch strategy, which is actually sending emails out every day over 8 days. And of course, you can do longer or you can do shorter, but we find that 8 days is kind of the sweet spot. And I know that probably sounds so scary. Maybe you usually send 1 email every 8 days, so sending 8 emails in 8 days, or actually 10, because on that 8th day we say send 3. That sounds terrifying. You're probably thinking everyone's gonna unsubscribe, people are gonna be so annoyed with me, people are just gonna hate me at the end of this. And truth be told, you are going to get some people unsubscribing, but those are people who weren't going to buy from you in the first place. So it's like, yeah, it hurts to see that number go down, but also you do know that your audience, your target audience, who's going to be your #1 fans and your biggest customers, they're staying, and that's all that really matters. With that said, we can kind of go, I'm not going to go so in depth to the emails because I did that in the blog post, so you can check that out linked below, but I will kind of give you an idea of what to do every day. Okay, day 1, you're just going to kind of tease your course. You've educated, you've been in their inbox, they know who you are, so now it's time to get them excited and say, I've been working on something really cool I think you're all going to like, and just make them be like, oh, I wonder what it is. You want them to be curious and you want them to be excited. Day 2, you're going to tell them what your course is. You're going to come out and say, I'm making a course on, in my case, Instagram themes. And that's now people are like, oh, she's got a course. This is awesome. So day 2 is just to get them, to get that course on their radar. Day 3 is the course opens email. So now people can buy, and it's going to be an exciting day for you. You're going to get your very first customers. So, get pumped for that. That's going to be super cool. Day 4 is the FAQ email. People are going to have a lot of questions and you're going to want to answer them all in one big blast rather than taking your time to answer each individual question as it comes in. Fill your FAQ out, answer when is course open and close, is it complete or is it going to drip out, how long should it take, how many videos are there, how many lectures, anything that you think people might ask, you're going to want to answer, others people will ask. Day 5, you are going to offer a surprise bonus. Now, you've planned for this bonus, so before you go about all of this, come up with a nice little bonus for them all, whether it's a discount, or if you sign up for my course now, you're gonna get in on this exclusive live webinar where you get to ask me questions. Just offer them something. Maybe you get this awesome ebook with purchase. Come up with something good and just make it very enticing for your audience. That way they are more likely to buy. Day 6 is going to be the thank you and social proof. So be like, thank you guys so much for, letting me be in your inbox every day for the past week, and I cannot believe how many of you guys have bought. Just look at all of these awesome things people are saying about me. Of course, say it a little more humbly than that, but be like, I'm just so overwhelmed and surprised by this response I've gotten, and maybe you can put screenshots of things, people who have bought, what they've said, and then people are going to be like, well, that person bought and they liked it, so maybe, you know, I should buy too. People are very influenced by what other people do. Day 7 is the logic and course closing email. So this one, you just want to appeal to their logical side. Say like, hey, the course is closing really soon. If you don't buy now, who knows when it's going to open again? And look at all these people like that I told you about yesterday. They bought it and they love it. So, you know, it's time for you to buy it too. And don't forget about that awesome bonus I'm offering. And you just kind of have hope for the best after that. Day 8. This is the intense one. You're sending 3 emails today, which sounds crazy, but it's not crazy, I promise. This is just like you're going to make them know it's urgent. People, you know, they might get annoyed with 3 emails, but like I said, those people aren't going to buy to begin with. So, first one, you're going to send in the morning and be like, hey guys, just let you know, the course is closing today, so, you know, hop on it. Now, send one in the middle of the day, like, okay you guys, like, this time it's kind of for real. We only have a few more hours. Thank you so much for, like, joining me on this awesome adventure. I've had so much fun launching. You guys have all been great, you know, all of that. And the last email, this is the one where you're like, you guys, there is 1 hour left. This has been amazing. You guys have been amazing. Bye now. Here are your bonuses. I love you all. Thank you. And then close your course after that hour and you're done. Phew, wipe the sweat off your brow. You did awesome. Nothing left to stress about because you're killing it. So good job. Of course, email strategies are my favorite way to go about launching courses. Just because I've seen people's launches and everyone I've talked to who's had a super successful launch has launched to an email list. And not exclusively though, because there are other ways to launch your course. And I'm sure you all expected this from your resident blogger here, but I do think if you have a blog, you should announce your course on your blog in a post and also link it to any relevant post. I've written about Instagram a lot on my blog, so every post I've written about Instagram, I'm going to have a little shout out and be like, you know, BTW. If you're interested in this content, you might be interested in my online course, so check it out. And even if people don't buy, at least they're thinking of buying from you and they might be more likely to buy in the future. Another way to sell your online course is through webinars, but that's one you do have to be careful of. People are very skeptical of webinars now because they have been a little used and abused. A lot of people are very, very salesy on webinars and very forward, I guess, where they're just pushing their course the entire time and they don't actually provide value. So you do want to make sure you're striking a balance where you are providing value but also promoting your course. Because you don't want to do a webinar to promote your course and not mention your course at all, but also you don't want people to come on and sit for an hour just to hear you talk about your course. So for example, I'm doing my course on Instagram themes, so if I were doing a webinar, I would make it maybe about growing your Instagram audience, and I'd say here are like 5 awesome tips to grow your Instagram audience, and I'd make that 5th tip having an Instagram theme. And I would say things like if you've got a theme, you're going to have a stronger brand, you're going to look more professional, everything's going to be more cohesive, your feed's going to be more beautiful, and people are going to be more likely to follow you because they see that you're consistent and you're constantly posting good quality content and they know what to expect from you. And I'd be like, if you're interested in like how to make an Instagram theme, I'm actually launching this online course. And this is what it's all about, and this is how you can sign up, this is how much it costs, this is how you buy, and if you buy now, you get a discount for being on my webinar. It'd be something like that. So like, I'm providing like 50 minutes of awesome actionable content that they're going to see real changes from implementing, and then I'm going to like make that 5th tip still very awesome actionable content, but I'm going to say like, hey, if you want to know how to do this 5th tip, I've gone through it very in-depth, 4 tips, but this 5th one I'm going to teach you in my course. So what I'm trying to say is just make sure you're being valuable and make sure if you are just going to be salesy, be transparent and say, I'm going to do this webinar on why Instagram themes are important. Come and join me, and maybe you'll have people join you, but if you're actually saying I'm going to show you how to improve something and then act on it, people will be more likely to join. And a lot of people have a lot of success with Facebook ads. That's something I haven't even ventured into yet, but doing my research just for this blog post and this YouTube video, it's incredible the results people see. They'll invest $100 into ads and get like a $10,000 return. So I did link in the blog post a few resources if you're interested in Facebook ads. You can do so much with them, like target such specific demographics, make sure like if people see an ad once and click and don't act, they'll see another one that complements that first ad later. There's so much you can do with it. I do recommend, if you're ad savvy, use Facebook ads, and if you're not ad savvy, you can A, do your research like I've been doing, or B, you can hire someone. And I think in a lot of cases it'd be a worthy investment. Now another way is Facebook groups. There are so many Facebook groups But I think creating your own is your best option because that's how people are going to start to trust you. They're going to know who you are and you're going to appear to be an authority. And once you build a community in a Facebook group, you can just drop that casual like, oh, you know, by the way, I'm launching this course. And people know you, they like you, they respect you, they think you have great content and you're very helpful. So they might want to check out your course, and if it's a topic that they're interested in, they'll be more likely to buy just by virtue of being in that Facebook group you started. So if you're wondering how I'm going to launch, of course, I'm doing the Crazy 8 launch strategy. I am starting to warm up my audience today, you know, Thursday. And yeah, my heart's like racing just thinking about it. I've been working on this for so long, so Crazy 8 launch strategies 1. I'm also launching a Facebook group today in a blog post. It's called the Instagram Fam, which I thought was clever. But yeah, that's about it. That's how I'm launching my course. Those are my tips for how you guys can launch your course. These past few weeks have been so much fun talking to you guys every week, checking in and hearing how you guys are doing too. I've loved the people who have given me updates. It's just like warmed my heart. So thank you guys for everyone who's done that. And yeah, I guess this is goodbye for now until I check in a few weeks with the update. And I promise I'll be completely transparent. I'll let you guys know how my launch went, even if it bombs, which I'm not anticipating, but you never know what's gonna happen. So yeah, I'll be back with the update in a few weeks. Thanks guys for hanging out with me for the past few weeks. You've all been awesome. And as always, if you have any questions or comments or want to share your launch with me, you can tweet me at HelloMorganTim. I'll respond. Follow each other. It'll be a good time. So yeah, thank you guys. Bye.